Mic on.
Hey everybody, this will be a boring long-ass video on how to install Ubuntu Server 18.04 on a virtual machine on your desktop computer. Um, our purpose for this will be to install an Nginx web server on it, but I'll be making a new video about that. Uh, it's not important right now. Now we're going to focus on installing the operating system itself. Um, it's actually pretty easy. I use VMware Workstation for it, but VMware Player should also be fine. VMware Player is free indefinitely. VMware Workstation, I believe, only for 30 days. It has a trial period. Um, VMware Workstation does provide more options. So I think what a good idea might be for you is to install the trial version of VMware Workstation to install the server, and then when it's set up, you can always switch to VMware Player to run it. The most recent version of VMware Workstation is 15, I believe. I'm still at 12, but that's also fine. For our purpose, it's more than enough. So our first step, of course, would be to obtain the installer file from the Ubuntu website, download, and then download the server version. Try to use the LTS version. It's not the most recent one, but the LTS means that it will be supported for a much longer time in the future by all developers. So if you plan to run your server or use it for a while, then always pick the LTS version. Then the download will start. Now I already did this beforehand, so I'm not gonna do that again. Once you have it downloaded, fire up your workstation or player and create a new machine. The good thing about VMware Workstation is that it will see or notice that you try to install Ubuntu, and will make it really easy for you to set up, because it will almost make it unattended, so you don't have to press enter like 100 times during setup just to accept the defaults, like you have to do when you install it on an older computer or a different physical server. Now, at the installer disk image file, browse to the ISO that you've just downloaded. This one, that is. Press next. The username and password that you enter here will actually be used as login for the server later on, once it's set up. This will be a sudo account, but I will be enabling the root account anyways, because it allows for a more easy setup. But if you do this, it's security-wise not really common, but if you don't allow access to your server from the internet, it's no problem, and we won't be doing that. The server will be able to communicate to the internet, like retrieve websites, for example, but it won't be the other way around. Now, processors, I don't know, one should be fine. Set this to 2 if you can. I like it fast, so I'm gonna choose this. It should be really fast. The amount of RAM, um, maybe 1 gig would be enough. I think it will actually. I prefer to set it to 2 because I can afford it, since I have 16 gigabytes of RAM in my desktop computer. Setting it higher than 2 will be a waste, because the server won't be using it if you don't run any other things on it. So 2 should be enough. Use bridge networking, so that means it will get an IP address from your router instead of the host PC, and allow communication to all the devices in your local network. Create a new disk, yes. How big do I want the disk to be? I don't know, 10 gigs should be enough, I guess. Okay. Now, I usually edit the virtual machine settings before I boot it up, because I don't need a printer, for example. And I don't need a sound card. And I don't need a... Well, actually, I do need the floppy, because I see that this is used for the unattended setup. So don't remove the floppy until setup is done, because it won't boot up otherwise. Let's fire it up. That will automatically boot into the ISO file setup, as you can see. And from here on, it's just a matter of waiting until it's done. Now, after setup's done, I will perform a couple more steps. First, enable a root account. Second, install an OpenSSH server. because that allows setup from a remote system, in this case my desktop, more easy. So until then, I'll be speeding up this video and make sure that at the end of the video you see what other steps I will perform to complete the setup. I'll also be removing this very handsome man you see now in your video. Ooh, he's gone. Oh, darn it. So let's speed this up until later in this video.
Mic off.
Right, it's already finished installing. That went faster as I thought. It's booting up for the first time. So yeah, after logging in, we'll enable the root account, install the OpenSSH server, and then we're done. For now, please make sure to watch my new videos, my videos that I will be posting after this one, to see how to set up the Nginx web server and the RTMP protocol and how to configure it. Now when the server is up and running, I usually I first in the options choose that the machine will keep running even if I shut down the program, the VMware Workstation. That's this option. If you got that set and you close this program in the background, the machine will keep running. Right, so let's enable the root account first. Sudo su, enter your password. Then you're logged in as root, as you can see at the beginning of the line. How do we enable the root account? By just setting a password for it. So, right, it's enabled. Then we need to install OpenSSH server. First we need to update the repository so it knows where to download these files from. And I get an error, but should be fine. Apt install SSH, open SSH server. And we need a text editor to edit the configuration file, like Nano or VI. Personally, I prefer Joe, but it's not very common. They learned me how to use it someday in the past at work, so I kind of stuck to it. Stuck. Oh, by the way, I look like Sylvanas from World of Warcraft. That's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome filter. My mouth even moves, you see? Right, edit the configuration file for the OpenSSH server. So, SSH config. Make sure you scroll down to the line that says permit root login and set it to yes, we allow root login. Save the file, restart the SSH server. Come on. And that's it. We're done. We can now actually shut down this window. As you can see on this icon, it's still running, virtual machines running. And now we could, for example, oh crap, I forgot to I forgot to check out my IP address. We do need to know where to connect to, so ifconfig. Okay, 192.168.2.154. Alrighty. Shut it down again. Then we'll be opening up putty, and 192.x.154. Port 22 by default. There we are. Password. We're logged in remotely. This can actually be done also from a different device in your network. Doesn't matter which one. Right, so somehow my previous recording just stopped recording at some point. So all the crap I mentioned at the end of the video got lost. It was actually the most interesting part of the whole video, so it's too bad. What a shame. But anyways, we were done anyways, so it doesn't really matter. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, you can always leave them in the comments below. If you can appreciate this video, if you used it, please give me a thumbs up, because I love thumbs up. And if you're interested in knowing how to stream towards several platforms at the same time, make sure to watch my next videos, because I'll be focusing exactly on that, configuring Nginx and how to set it up overall. So yeah, subscribe so you'll see when I posted those new videos. Yep. Well, thanks guys, and will see you soon.